Hi Toads, what's up? And welcome to my channel. My name is Kat. And I am going to be going through my weekend with you. I had definitely a lot more planned than I think I actually completed, and that is okay. In me not being able to complete all the things I wanted to or had planned, I do think that it ended up helping me be very reflective in my weekend and the slow weekends that happen. And I ended up getting a little bit of some just like depressive feelings. I was really lethargic. I was really tired. Lethargic is tired, LOL. Had no motivation or productivity, but I had things that I had to do. Ultimately, I got myself ready for the day to make me feel good. And I started my weekend off by going to Aldi and getting my grocery shopping done, because that is the most treacherous thing for me. And the more that I can be just direct in and out, the better it can be. So I went there. I got home. I did not film putting away my groceries because that is extremely stressful for me. Today was just a late day for me, and that's okay. I wasn't feeling very good anyway, but I worked through it. So then I started cleaning my house. This was so hard, and I love cleaning. I do, because it's just a very nice control thing that I have. But today it was so difficult. I did all of the things that I needed to do. My partner ended up helping me finish some things off, which is very good. My ADHD-like tendencies have me not completing things a lot. And so he understands that if I could start something and then he completes it, it just helps me a lot with being able to get through things and not feeling overwhelmed by like the partially completed tasks, which is really nice. And the thing that got me in reflection was I'm not going to shame myself. I'm not going to make myself feel badly for the fact that I couldn't complete all of the tasks that I wanted to. I'm just going to go slow and work with what I have and allow myself to complete the things that were the most important. Changing my bed sheets, which is the number one thing for me. I don't know about the rest of you, but by God, when I can change those gosh darn bed sheets, it feels amazing. Amazing. My God. Getting in that freshly clean bed. Ooh, amazing. So it feels like sometimes ultimately there's never enough time. Like I have all of these things that I have to do on the weekend, and I don't have the time to be able to do the things that I want to do because it's all the things that I have to do. It's unfortunately part of adulting. Welcome. Part of that, I also moved into a house. I used to love cleaning my apartment. It was fantastic, but now we're in a new bracket of cleaning. 2 floors. Takes twice as much time. Could you have imagined that? Crazy. I didn't. So I got really stressed out. In the reflection of all of this, I need to be aware of how much extra time that this new task takes me. Because of this depressive feeling that has kicked in, I need to be focused on being consistent. Being able to get done with what I can in the time that I have is ultimately what I can be grateful for. I can be grateful for the fact that I completed cleaning the entire house. I couldn't get on to the other tasks that I wanted to do with the day, but I was able to get the one thing that was the most important done, and that is all I can ask of myself, especially if I'm not feeling good and I'm just feeling depressed and lethargic and like I have no energy. That's okay. I can take that time for myself. And I can't stress about the time going by too fast in terms of me not being able to get these things done, because when I'm caught up in worrying, I'm not caught up in the present moment. Cleaning, even with my partner, right? I should be thankful that I even get to do that. I'm glad that I'm able to spend that time with them, and even say that I have a partner who would help me clean. And I think that in those moments when I allow myself to be slow and just doing the things at my own pace, it allows me to reflect and feel a lot better about doing those things, rather than feeling twice as depleted, pushing myself to try to do all the things and then feeling depressed twice as long. I don't know, right? I mean, that's kind of how mine works. If I give myself some time, it's kind of like a scale that I'm balancing all the time. I found myself falling into this more depressed mode, and it's a lot harder for me to stay consistent on my habits. And I think that that is the other part of this too. I am trying to stay consistent with my basic habits, with the upkeep and the cleaning and my laundry and changing my sheets and working out in the mornings like I always do. Because working out was my first habit that I added to my normal routine. And now I'm starting to feel pretty solid in that. And that's great, actually. It's great that I'm starting to feel solid and normal in waking up at 4:30 in the morning to work out so that I can get it done and out of the way. And it makes me feel great. And the thing is that I want to add to that habit now that this one has almost become acclimated into my habitual routine. And so I can add another habit. And I'm going to do a longer form video on habits and routines and things like that, but that's going to be at another time when I do a planning video. The routine is simple to be able to keep me on track, and I need to do what I can to keep progress. And if that means that keeping my basics consistent rather than just doing nothing is what I can do, that's what I'm going to do. And that's okay. I don't have to be mad at myself for that, because consistency can always change. How much motivation that I need to put into my consistency changes day to day. And ultimately for those 2 days, I needed a lot more motivation to be able to get through. And if the basics were what could motivate me, beg on it, Molly. I got them. Don't know what that was. And so I want more of the time for the things that I want. And so if I want that, then I need to be able to find other ways to be able to fit the basics into my life in a more concise way. Meaning, if it takes me a whole day, and if I'm slow, 2 whole days to clean my whole house, can I cut that up into smaller chunks of time between the week to make it more quick? You mean quicker, bitch? You mean quicker. The thoughts. I can't even. I have a master's degree. More quick. Quicker? Thanks. And that way then I can have more time on my weekends. Are we getting it? I hope we're following. I finished cleaning the upstairs, and then I progressed to being able to change my sheets, which was fantastic. It felt great. It felt great to sleep in that bed. Great. One thing I learned from this weekend is trying to continue my habits, that consistency is the main thing I need to be focused on. Motivation, though, is extremely important to consistency, and motivation will change. So some days you only need a little motivation to get to where you need to be. Other days you're going to need a lot of motivation. And so I have found out that I need to figure out what is my motivating factor. And seeing that aspirational version of myself in my brain that I've made up, like a cute little fairy princess, woodland elf, cutie pie, muscle mommy in my brain, and me getting closer to it makes me want to do everything way more. And I think that is my motivating factor. Yours might be different. That's totally fine. But I'm just saying, find your motivating factor. That will help you. Tonight, I'm going to finish with a self-care night. It is Sunday, and I am going to do all the things. I'm going to do a hair mask. That is a color depositing hair mask. I'm going to do a face mask. I might do my nails. I want you guys to remember that even if you're not feeling good, you are not feeling at your best, just doing 1% is better than doing nothing. Even a little, right? Even like reading 5 pages of your book, 2 pages of your book, girl, 2. You might even want to read more then. Writing the top 2 things you need to start with tomorrow. Or it could be laying your clothes out in the morning. There's so many things, so many tiny little steps that you can take that ultimately will make a ginormous change in your life. And the thing is that I know this because I have done it and I fell off. I got depressed again. Ooh. I'm just glad I didn't Britney shave my head, okay? Because I could have very quickly. And I am a Virgo. God bless them, okay? And I am a type A individual. I need to have my entire life organized, figured out, plan A, to-dos, grocery lists, home lists, work lists, laundry lists, everything lists. Girl, I've got everything planned out until I basically go into the ghost realm, okay? The thing is that when you put time into doing just that 1%, that is doing more than you could ever ask yourself when you've done nothing previously, right? It pushes me to want to be better, and I hope that it pushes you to want to be better too. I'm just hoping. Maybe. I want to be able to make my life easier so that I can spend more of my time doing the things that I like. Making time for yourself is really important. It's important to not just doom scroll and pass out on your couch or watch TV all night. Try reading. Maybe do like a hobby, do some yoga maybe before bed, add something different in, and you'll see such a difference in just that present mindfulness that you have that can help you with finding gratefulness in even the slow days when you plan to do more. I don't know how I got on this very long tangent, but if you're still here, that's fucking sick. Thanks. I don't know how many people would listen to me talk into a void, but I appreciate anyone who does, and I hope that maybe you relate or take something from this video. And yeah, so thanks toads for listening. I appreciate you. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'm really interested to hear your guys' thoughts on what motivates you guys. I love finding new ideas to be able to change it up every once in a while when I kind of need that extra motivation push. So I would love to hear them. I don't know. Follow me on this journey of just, I don't know, becoming me, adult cat. I'm just trying to figure it out. But yeah, so subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.